On September 12, 2008, at exactly 4:22 p.m., a catastrophe struck the quiet suburb of Chatsworth, California. Metrolink train 111, a commuter train carrying 225 passengers, ran a red signal and collided head-on with a Union Pacific freight train. The sound of twisted metal and the force of the impact was so violent, it tore apart steel like paper. The crash killed 25 people and injured over 100 more. It was the deadliest train disaster in California in over 50 years. Among the passengers was Charles E. Peck, a 49-year-old man from Salt Lake City. Charles wasn't just visiting, he was chasing hope. He had flown into Los Angeles for a job interview at Van Nuys Airport, a position with Delta Airlines that would allow him to move back and be with the woman he loved. Andrea Katz, his fiancée, Charles had been divorced. Life had knocked him down before. But this job, this opportunity, was his second chance, a way to start fresh, to rebuild his life, and finally live near Andrea and her children. But Charles never made it to the interview. He never even made it home. When the news of the crash reached his family, panic set in. They knew Charles had been on that train. But the next few hours would plunge them into something far stranger and far more chilling than just waiting for a rescue. The phone calls begin. Roughly an hour after the crash, something unexpected happened. Charles's cell phone began calling his loved ones. First, it rang his son, then his brother, then his stepmother, his sister, and Andrea, his fiancée, received multiple calls throughout the night. In total, over 35 calls were made from Charles's phone between the time of the crash and 3:28 a.m. the next morning. Every time someone answered, there was only static. No voice, no breathing, no background noise, just the empty hiss of something or someone trying to break through. And when they called back, it went straight to voicemail. Each call felt like a lifeline. The family clung to the belief that Charles was alive, trapped in the wreckage, trying to call for help but unable to speak. Rescue teams were notified, and the signal from his phone was used to help triangulate his location. The wreckage was massive, crushed steel, overturned cars, and bodies scattered among twisted metal. But the phone kept pinging. The family stayed awake all night, answering every call, praying that one would finally deliver Charles's voice. But he never spoke. At 3:28 a.m., the call stopped. Just hours later, Charles's body was found inside the wreckage. According to the coroner, he had died instantly on impact. He couldn't have made a single call. His body was pinned between crushed sections of the train. His cell phone was never found. How then could it have called so many people repeatedly over 12 hours? How did it know to stop right before he was discovered?